Hello guys, welcome back. It's gonna sound really terrible, but does anybody have any angel repellent? I mean like a big old can of that stuff. Angel, Angel, as in divine, well, not divine, fluffy being created by someone else. Does anyone have any? Because we've got one in the house, crimping my style, does not think anything's funny. You put on god-awful movies and the demons are laughing their asses off and then like, "Ugh, play some more of fucking Book of Mormons, am I right?" Ugh. And the angel is just standing there like, "You shouldn't laugh at other people's belief system. What happened to you? You used to be such a nice person. Now you're listening to all these atheists make fun of people, make fun of God, and I don't think I like you much more, dude." What can I say? I'm like, the more I hang out with demons, and then Odin and Loki see which direction I'm heading in, and they're just pouring kerosene on the fire at this point. They're like, "Ah, yes." And, it's the angels seem to be, they want to be here, but Michael seems fine, but like one or another random ones will pop in. The archangels seem fine. It's like they don't answer to shit. It's like they're like cats. Basically, they're like cats with metaphorical wings. They don't answer to shit. But like I guess some of the lower ones or whatever you want to call them, in the rankings, giggles back here. Um they're like, "Why are you laughing at God? That's not funny." Because it's a fucking stupid book. Have you even seen the South Park episode? You would love it. Look in a hat. You'll get messages from God. That's not funny. You shouldn't laugh at their religion. Really? Wait till you hear where they say First Nation people came from. Yeah, 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 yeah. And when I was a Wiccan, the way Wiccans handle stuff is everybody's religion is valid. But the more I work with demons, I feel like I've either tried to do this video before I've done it. You just look at some of this stuff and you're like, I know I believe in some crazy fucked up bullshit, but you, sir, take the cake. Really? That's your belief system. You're not going for metaphor here. This is an actual religion. Okay. So and I have never read it because any ex-Mormon will tell you not to read their book, but from the highlights I have seen, I couldn't. I just couldn't. It would be like watching International Gorillas, and I haven't finished that yet, and trying to make sense of that fucking movie. Like, you sort of can, but you can't, because you're not sure what anybody's relationships are, and, apparently it is translated correctly, but it makes no fucking sense. And it's just, it would be like basing your religion on that, where Salman Rushdie is the devil and he's killing everybody. Well, that he doesn't like. Apparently Muslims. And the best thing about that movie is Jesus Christ is one of his right hand men and henchmen and going out and killing Muslims, because if we're going to be very confused in a movie, let's do that. And again, this is a movie that supposedly Muslims should. I'm like, are you sure? Because this looks like something people from god-awful movies would have put together intentionally. Are you sure Muslims need this film? I don't know, man. Um, so it's weird. And I've been trying to enjoy the podcast and trying to work on my picture. It's actually, as it's developing, it's getting better. Better. It's Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus, and there's a lamb in there because Lamb of God, in case you didn't get. And it's like, it's kind of pretty. It looks like those throws from like the 90s and the aughts where if you were still trying to be Christian, you bought them. It looks like that since it's pixel art. It's like, oh, look, baby Jesus, and there's a lamb, and there's Joseph, and there's Mary, and I'm listening to an atheist podcast. There's nothing wrong at all with this picture. So it's been surreal. The angels are starting to get upset and come in and be real huffy. Like, that is not funny. You shouldn't be laughing at it. Dude, it's the Book of Mormon. I think you would laugh. No! Angels, at least the ones that answer to a higher power, seem to get very tetchy. And I get it. And you try to tell them you're not laughing at God, you're laughing at how God has been represented. and there's a difference and they get mad and they will not see the difference. I swear it's like a human thing because sometimes I see demons like kind of their eyes roll back in their head and they're not sure what you're talking about and they go out to lunch metaphorically. And you're like, "Well, I'm not laughing at the thing, I'm laughing at how it's represented," and they're catching up, but they're not sure. And like I said, whether you see them as old gods or, demons, they're loving these podcasts. They're loving all the craziness. And let's admit it, I'm never going to watch a movie on the Book of Mormon ever, like in ever. So it's working out okay. Loki's just kind of watching everything and watching angels try to sneak into the house. And I know what that sounds like, but it's like they have some ultimate plan. Like, I think the ultimate plan of the angels was that if I listened to enough atheist podcasts and heard about these movies, the kernel of, oh, that's me, don't say that, in me would grow and I would become a born again Christian. I think that's what they're really hoping for, that ultimately I will become a born again Christian, be like, those mean people making fun of that movie. But the more I listen to it, I'm like, what kind of crazy bullshit is this? I grew up Catholic and had to go to CCD and, it's Sunday school and had to go to church every weekend. I don't remember any of this fucking bullshit. What part of the Bible was that from? So it's just, in at least the progressive Christians, I don't know why the hell we're talking about this, maybe because it's Sunday. They're trying to say, okay, this book was never actually a book and it's over 2,000 years old. I think some of the texts are like, what, 5,000 something? I know they're like older than the Bible, definitely older than Christianity. So they're at least several thousand years old, let's put it there. And it's weird that nobody's looked at them and said, hey, we don't keep people anymore. We don't own other people. This isn't okay and that isn't okay. Maybe we need to like rewrite this thing. Like, you see it in heathenry. People look back at some of the stories and then they look at what some of the stuff the Vikings actually did and they go, yeah, no, we can't have that anymore. And Odin's in the corner like, I don't know why. I thought it worked fine. And, that was a thing too. I was talking to Odin and I was saying about how, people that see Jesus now or people that see God now, the more progressive ones are seeing a God of love that is definitely not in the Bible. And I said, some people see you as a God of love, and he's just beaming at me the way he does when he's about to do something dreadful. And I said, maybe your texts are outdated and no one should look at you like that. He's just beaming at me. And I'm like, oh shit, what's he up to now? But Odin's been just beaming at me, and he's like, oh yes, dear, I'm sweet Odin. You finally figured it out. I was just playing along with you. And I'm thinking about all the dreadful, horrible things Odin's ever done in my life, and I'm like, oh shit, now what? So Odin is plotting. Odin is plotting like Americans are losing common sense. It was like Friday when stuff started reopening, we all officially said fuck it. And just everybody is outside now, except for like 5 of us doing YouTube channels. Like everybody is outside because I couldn't believe how packed the DQ was. And there's even more traffic than before. So it sounds like, there's some kind of race going on outside of my house. And you know, they predicted this would happen because you can't keep people in their houses forever, even if you gave them enough money and enough food and enough medical care that they could theoretically stay in their house for 5 generations. They're going to go nuts after a while. They're going to go out, and nobody's listening. They're like opening these malls, and people are just flooding into the malls, and people are just flooding into other places. I'm waiting for the point, and I'm not trying to scare anybody, nor am I calling for anarchy. I'm waiting for the point where enough people say fuck it and they all just go to the closed beaches and everything else, because it's eventually going to happen. That's the problem. when it's never happened before in your lifetime. You don't know how seriously to take these things. I took a calculated risk going out for eggs and butter, frankly, but I was going crazy being in the house. So I've been out twice, I think, that I remember since this all started. I go out like once a month and I'm like, okay, hope you enjoyed outside because you ain't seen it again. I get to see outside when I pick up packages in my mail. So there you go. But I hope you guys are being safe. I mean, you should get out of the house for exercise if you can do so safely in your area. But try to avoid the mob scenes. Try to still have common sense. I know people are talking like we already have a virus. Yeah, we already have a virus. We already have a vaccine, but we don't. And it hasn't magically gone away. I know it sounds grim and morbid, but I keep looking at the counter and just checking it every so often. I know that's a hell of a hobby to have developed, but I think we're all doing it, whether we're admitting it or not, because they have apps now to track where are the most people dying in your region. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's like we're living in a zombie movie. God damn, but ooh, I could use that app. And it is kind of grim because you can go on a map and see how many people have died in your county. It's like, yeah, we're officially living in a fucking apocalypse movie, only we've reached the point in the apocalypse movie nobody ever does. Well, a few people, but they die really fast, where nobody's taking it seriously. It's like if in the middle of a worldwide apocalypse movie where everything's blowing up and shit, people are like, you know what? I bet everything's not blowing up. Fake news. And everybody went outside all at once. I'm not trying to panic you guys. Just be safe. I mean, we're seeing now in kids, they're getting this weird thing. It's like Kawasaki disease, only it's more severe. And, kids don't deserve it. They're the ones I feel bad for because they're the ones being like sent out en masse. So, again, I'm not trying to scare you guys. We don't actually know jack shit. Every time we think we know something, we don't. But just be safe, guys. It's not over yet. We're getting a little more freedom. Let's not fuck this up before we all go into lockdown forever, okay? So it feels like I don't know why I'm adding this too. This is gonna go on forever. Just grab a coffee. I've been really wanting to play some of the SCP games, so I got one down, and then I was like, God damn it, it's the one I already played. It's like they just keep relabeling this goddamn thing, and they keep re-releasing it, and they keep pretending it's a brand new game, and I fell for it again. And it's the one where you're like fucking blinking, and the guy's like, hey, asshole, get out of your cell and come fight this thing with me. If you don't, I'll fucking shoot you. I'm like, where's the logic in that? But okay, SCP Foundation, they hire, you know, people with no brain cells, fine. And you go out and they're fighting the SCP that looks like a fucked up clay doll. And I can never remember the numbers, so I just have to give them names like fucked up clay doll, plague doctor, friendly jello thing. At least then I know which fucking SCP I'm talking about. And this version, I was like, fuck that noise. I didn't go, it, the whole way into the room. In fact, as it started getting real, I actually backed out of the room. Only I must have fucked up because once I backed out of the room, the door closed and I couldn't find a key card or anything. So I'm like, well, that's great. So I couldn't do anything in that game. And I'm like, yeah, we need an SCP dating sim if there's not one out there already. I'm like, I'm bored enough to do that at this point. Would it be Dr. Bright or one of the other weirdos? So I love SCP, I do, but it's like, those are our prospects at this moment in time. Dr. Bright or I don't know, Plague Doctor dude. So yeah, back here. Somebody, anybody but God. Seriously, they have God now? It's like they fucking ran out of ideas and it's gonna be Pokemon next. You fucking watch. It's kinda like Smite has fucking run out of ideas too, and I'm waiting for the Pokemon edition of Smite. I really am. I'm like, you're just gonna run out of gods. Like they're not even paying attention at this point who they add. It's clear. It's like Baba Yaga is like, seriously? You straight up Wiccan that shit because nobody else takes her seriously as a goddess. You fucking Wiccan that shit. And they're desperate now. It's gonna be like a doorknob's gonna be the next god. electrical outlet. It's a god. It makes magic happen. That's not magic. But I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm full of beans today. I'm full of energy. It's a beautiful fucking day in the 70s and I'm trapped inside and it's like the suffering is real. But everybody's outside and everybody's like casual Friday outside, like just hanging out and all around because nobody in Pennsylvania knows what's going on and um, they're telling us, our golf is back. They're trying to bring our sports back. They're, any mass gatherings basically they're bringing back. And the part of me that remembers studying history in college is like, no. So, I'm just full of beans and I'm bouncing off the walls. We are trying to find video games for you guys, but there were a ton I wanted to play for you, and none of them have demos, and none of them have, like, it'll say it's a free game and it's not there, and it'll say it has a free demo and it's not there. So I just have to wait. There were a couple ones I would have liked to play for you because they look pretty good. And I don't know what we'll do today. We'll just go crazy today. We've been making rice. We had rice we made with eggs, so Loki's been enjoying that because you're living in a new world when rice with an egg on top is like this gourmet meal, and it is in a way, and it's a over easy egg, and I haven't made those in years, and I just don't know why, but I haven't. I don't know. So I know nothing's going on. We're just filling airtime at this point. But if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. We're just going to try to keep the angels out of the house. And I'm just trying to get it, to a place where we can actually get some work done. Though I've been putting the spirituality aside and just listening to podcasts and working on my pixel puzzle. That's like all I've been doing with my life besides cooking and cleaning. So I will see you guys later. Bye bye.